Hey everybody, welcome to Immortals Inc. podcast. I'm Carlos. I got Mike with me today, and I got my lovely wife Diana.
Yep, it's a family episode here.
Special appearance.
So
haven't been here in a while.
We brought Diana in because one, I'm not a girl, and two, I'm not the final one. So she's going to talk about.
I'm the final one.
She's going to talk about Final Girl.
So you guys played this together?
No, she actually.
Well, no, we did.
Okay, yeah.
So we got a copy that had the final. What was it? A special edition. It had.
Well, it's just a 2-pack. Like the way it comes is the Final Girl. You get the core box, which has all the basic rules in it, and you can use this for every game you have it. And then you have to get yourself one of the Final Girl stories, which is. Like the one we have is like the pig sticker or something like that. Whatever.
So I was confused though. Like, so do you have to have a expansion to play that?
Yeah,
so,
the core you need and one expansion.
One expansion. Okay.
So that's why. But you can play different Final Girls. So that each expansion is a different Final Girl.
So if I buy that core box, I can't play the game yet.
No, not yet.
There's just rules and stuff like that.
So it's like this. They're $20 a piece.
So it's kind of like for people.
But once you get the core,
they're all $20 a piece, no matter what.
Yeah,
they're all $20 a piece.
When I talk to people
nice.
about like role playing games and like what do you do, and I tell them like how a role playing game works, where you need the core book first before you do all this, it kind of mimics a role playing game then.
Yeah, because once you have the core, you don't need to buy the core again. You can just buy a chapter basically.
This is the reason why, because this is you. You're the final girl in this, and then this is the killer.
Oh,
basically.
And it comes with extra Final Girls, right?
So the core
and extra Final Girls and extra surprises and all that good fun stuff, I suppose. We had Hans. We did the Final Girl with Hans. And so Carlos, we got this special edition one. So finally it sat around my house forever. And then Carlos finally like, all right, we're playing it. We're determined. So we opened it up. We played it. But it was like kind of like, just opening it up for the first time and trying to play through it instead of playing it.
Yeah.
So, it was like I was watching murder or something on TV while we were playing this, right?
Probably
like,
eating dinner or something.
Yeah, we just kind of casually playing it.
Kind of going over the rules a little bit. I was trying to figure out the rules, and she's trying to follow along, and
so it was like a basic playthrough and trying to figure it out.
It up. We
so I was bored with it anyway. And I was like, oh, it was all right. It was cool. So then he had to go back to work, and it sat around my house for like a week. And then finally I just picked it up. I said, I'm going to do this. And then I actually was thinking about it for this week. She's sitting there staring at me, and it's a one player. I don't game. I'm not a game. I don't do a lot of playing games. But this was like just sitting there staring at me.
One player too.
One player, and I can do it at my own pace. So I got I set it up, and interruption after interruption. It took me forever to get this going. When I say forever, it was, I don't know, maybe 2 days.
Yeah, but that was just casual. Yeah.
Because I set it up. But I did it on my own.
Yeah.
Like I read all the instructions. I wanted to do this right. But in my whole back of my mind was the fact that when I played with Carlos the first time, we were trying to save people and save them and get them to safety and stuff like that. And then just go and find things we need to help ourselves at the end, so we don't die.
Because like the first scenario was basically you're at the campground. It's the classic you're at the campground. There's Hans is chasing you around. He's got like a pig head on and he's got an axe. But you're at a campground. So you start out at a certain, it tells you where you start. There's random cards where you start on the map. And then it also shows you where all the other campers are. Some are in the lover's trailer, some are at the lake, some are here, there. And then it tells you where Hans starts.
Which in the shed and stuff, you can find little weapons and stuff like that. What are those cards called?
Weapon cards.
Equipment
or whatever.
Equipment.
But
flashlights, things like that.
But like she said, we played it the first time. We were trying to be the hero. We were trying to be the heroes heroine, and save as many people as we could, because you got little bonuses. Like you got extra this, that, and the other. Because it kind of goes on a terror level, and it's a really
If you do save people, you do get bonuses. Okay. But listen, let's face it. There's going to be casualties of war.
Yeah. So
when you
start thinking about this, you have to think about, okay, get in, get the equipment, see what I can find, and save the people and get back is how we were playing it.
Yeah, so like that's how I play games, like because I was like going through the rules when we were playing, because it's a solo game, but we were playing together, and I was like, oh, we got to save these people, we got to help them, we got to be here, we got to get together. And then when she played by herself, she was like,
No,
She was
I'm
like-
not saving anyone.
she was like
Everyone's
true,
gonna die.
she was like true final girl. She's like, I'm gonna sacrifice all. And
They
then-
were like another
there was
person comes on, another
yeah.
person comes on. I'm like, the more the merrier. Let him keep coming because he'll come and he'll kill them.
oh, Hands was just.
I just had a blast, and
He
I
was
won.
like-
I won the game because I went in there and my first. So you draw an event card when you first start it too, so it gives you a little either something, maybe a boost or something,
Bonus
or it
boost
gives
or-
you a burden. So mine was a boost burden. It was a girl. What was it?
You had to save your friend or
Save
your
my
girlfriend
friend.
or
She was my
whatever.
best friend or something, and I had to save her. And if I saved her, I got this positive whatever plus 10, maybe hearts. And then if she died with me, I got like 15 of my hearts taken.
It was more like 5 or
So
yeah, but anyway.
no, it was a lot. So
Yeah.
I just like booted her right out. I took her right out. I was like, nope, I'm not. She's not even going to be in part of my game.
And then when she did, because then she just went after the guy, and it was just murdered campers everywhere, and she just
No, actually, I just went after all the equipment. I just kept going after equipment, and strengthening myself.
Nice.
Because you have to strengthen yourself to get stronger cards to protect yourself at the end. And listen, I would have died, but at the end, he walked in the room and just stood there.
And he just didn't do
It
anything?
was his turn. He walked in the room, and I would have died. But his card said he just walked in and he just stood there. He didn't see me or nothing. He just stood there.
I don't remember the mechanic of it, but yeah, he
I
basically
killed him. That's a mechanic.
You killed him. He was so like scared. He just stood
I
there.
laughed. I literally laughed to myself. So I was on the couch by myself playing. I was like, I just won this game.
she
He
kept
walked in the room and
she kept
just stood
texting me updates of what she's doing. I'm at work, and she's like, but
But guys, if you want your spouse or better half or whatever to get into gaming, this is what I recommend because I had a lot of fun by myself playing this game. And
it is a
so-
solo game.
It
so-
is, yeah.
And you play against the mechanics of the board game. So once you set it up, it sets this like mechanic in. Every turn you have to do certain things.
It was
You know,
more
like-
fun because I understood the mechanics of it.
Yeah,
Because
when-
I set it up. And when you set it up, I didn't understand.
Yeah, I didn't think about that, but like I'm the one reading the
So,
rules, and
It's
but
an easy
yeah.
game for us gamers that don't game to learn how to play.
Yeah. It reminds me, there was a game called Friday the 13th, a video game. And you'd be on a campground, and then Jason would just spawn somewhere, and you'd have to gather equipment. You have to get a shotgun. You find a car battery.
Yeah.
And you got to just try and get out of there and help your friends. And just,
Yeah,
it
that's
reminds me like of this.
That's exactly what it is, except you don't help your friends, Mikey.
Yeah.
They're on their own.
Rule number one.
You can't help your friends.
They're on their own. They have to, because they're not going to help you when
And-
it comes down to it.
And the inspiration of this game came behind the fact that horror movies, there's usually a last
Yeah,
girl
the final
standing.
girl. Yeah,
There's a
that's where
final
it comes
girl.
from.
Yeah, final girl.
You know,
For
like
those
you
that
would,
don't know.
like the classic would be for me, Aliens. 'Cause Sigourney
Yeah.
Weaver's character would have been the final girl, and
Yeah.
then
Don't spoil Aliens.
There's a new
Don't
set,
spoil
a
Aliens.
release set, isn't there, of expansions coming out?
There's 2 seasons, I think, and there's like 8 to a season or so. We had them all. I ordered all of them from Van Ryder Games.
So we're going to keep these on the shelf.
Oh yeah, I mean we're all
'Cause we're
we have
direct
plenty.
with
We have
them.
plenty of core. We have some of these, but we're selling out of these real quick.
But we
Did you
kind of
see
don't
that
want to get
shelf?
them because you think a new set's coming out, expansion, isn't it? A new season?
I think it might be.
I
There's
think
some
somebody
new stuff
told me
coming.
October, November, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't
I'd have
know.
to look.
It better
Google
be.
it, but
It
I think
is-
there's a new season coming
I'll give
out,
them
and
to
we're
me.
definitely going to carry the expansions.
But the it's and it's carry all, and you can separate the guys and everything. But it is quality. It is a quality game. It's quality material inside. It's a lot of fun. They even have miniatures that come with it, so you can.
So the game comes with just like little wood,
yeah, they're
people,
just
right?
meeples. Yeah, they're just
and so you can have the miniatures here
you can buy
Oh.
the miniature. Yeah.
instead
Just
of
a-
the meeples.
So it'll
For
have all
anybody.
it'll have like on the back. It has all the
Yeah, it
different.
has everybody
has
who's
all the
in
names
here.
and whatnot.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, and then they're pretty good company. I like them.
But I like the meeples. The meeples are fine. You don't have to get those.
Yeah, you don't
but
have to
if,
get
you
that.
know,
That's-
if you're
you
a
don't
real
need it.
gamer and want to get into it, they have the whole. They have all.
Or even
They're
unpainted.
expanding. So.
But yeah, come on in,
Growing.
pick this up. It's a lot of fun. It's a good game. It's got you could won a bunch of awards right here, from a Golden Geek, Board Game Revolution. Oh, a bunch.
I'm reading all that while the lines are going through. Everybody Golden Geek.
Every single
Names are
award.
going through.
But yeah, but just so you know, you need the core box, and then you need one adventure or
Yep.
one supplement, and there's plenty of supplements. So come on in, grab yourself a box, have a little fun. It's Halloween related. It's October.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's why I'm wondering if they put an expansion out because it is October.
I
And
know.
the expansions too aren't just a one-way play. Like it depends on the event cards and stuff like that you draw.
Oh.
You know what's going to happen. Like
So
mine was that
it's-
girl that I brought that came in.
It's going to
but
be
it could
drastically different
something
every
different.
time.
Yeah, like it's not going to always
And
be the same.
Each of these the expansion boxes gives you like a different background or different story. Like some are in space, some are like on a farm. Like this
In
one's
space.
Yeah, this one looks like a, and they kind of like
It's got the horrible, scary
a mask on
in the
yeah.
back. Yeah.
Yeah,
like-
it's a Wendigo, but they kind of take classic. Like there's one called like the one we play camp, whatever. It's just Friday the 13th. Like this
Basically,
one is
yep.
like the Intruders or Invasion or whatever that movie was. They're all, and then one's obviously an Aliens reference, but they're not, they're not it, but they, kind of like mimic it a little bit. But each box of these comes with a new villain or a new villain, and then two new final girls and everything you need to play. So, and the final girls are interchangeable too. So like if you take this box and you want to take whatever this final girl is to another adventure, you can. They're interchangeable. So.
Does this come with 2 final girls or just one? The core.
This one comes with no final girls. That's why you need the box. This is just the core mechanics of the game.
Okay. Yep.
So you
That's-
still need.
yeah.
All right. Well,
Yep. Thank you guys for watching. Like, subscribe, support in any way you want or can. And with that being said, Final Guy is on the way.